This will blow your mind.
People obviously think that you're not being who you are because you are wearing a lot of makeup and always, you know.
What's up, everybody? Happy 420, even though by the time you watch this video, it will no longer be 420, but that's okay. I'm still going to wish it anyway, because it's the thought that counts. So if you're not smoking weed, you should be. Unless, you know, you don't want to, then don't.
I mean, come on. I know you. You know you. And I know you know that I know you.
But, speaking of weed, I was coming to realize that I'll smoke a joint, right? I'll be smoking a joint. I'll be high as a kite. And then I'll just forget that I have shit to do. Like important shit, you know? And instead of doing that stuff, I just get more high. And then, you know, amnesia kicks in and I forget everything. And while I was in this peak stoner high moment, I thought to myself, I'd make a really bad father. Like, there's no way I could smoke weed and have a kid.
Stay away from women. All they want from you is your man juice. Now, if you get any urges that you can't suppress with hard liquor, use this.
It's like I'm smoking my joint, right? Like inhaling, and as I exhale, I have the thought of, thank God I don't have any kids. But then 2 hours later, I'm drinking tequila shots, you know, some beers, some White Claws, some wine. You know, I'm getting
sloshed.
And before you know it, I'm singing a whole different tune. Then I'm just like, who wants to fuck my butthole? My penis, I got a big dick. Don't go. Just don't go. Let's have sex. I want to make a baby with you. Just don't be gay. Just let's have sex. Aren't you a woman? Okay, so you're a woman. But see, so what? You got your tubes tied. I can't. That's. Oh, you're a transgender.
Hi.
Oh, but wait. Well, hang on. Don't go. Come. Let's just have some sex. Let's just make some babies real quick. I'll be a great dad. I got no money. I'm demonetized, but I'll be the best fucking dad ever. We'll play like all kinds of games. Drinking games mostly. But I'll be a great dad.
Remember that time when you tried to pull out and I leg locked you?
Yeah?
You sneezed inside of me. I'm pregnant.
What? Oh, fuck. Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm not really pregnant. I was trying to trap you. Fuck, I'm gonna miss you so much.
What the fuck?
Remind you what I taste like. I love you.
You see, I'm out here in Michigan currently, so I'm in the Midwest, and up here in the Mitten, weather changes like that. I mean, it'll be snowing and 25 degrees, and 3 hours later, it's 72 degrees and sunny, and you're like, how does this happen? How does that happen? How can you go from one extreme weather to the next? It's like, I don't know. This is like the same thing that goes on in my head. I'm just like, I would be a terrible father. Then I'm just like, I want to be a daddy right now. Give me some kids. I want to indoctrinate them. I want to make them believe everything I believe. I want a big family. I want like 6 kids. I want 6 little Alex Jones running around. And 1 Eddie Bravo. Fuck Joe Rogan. No. He's compromised. Joe Rogan is compromised. I don't have evidence. I just have eyeballs and ears and a brain.
Money! Don't fucking scream at me.
Where's
you
the money?
Dumb fuck you. Look at you. With your fucking 48% body fat and you scrounged little bastard.
The dude's compromised, okay? He used to be adamantly on the side of, we did not go to the moon. No fucking way.
I used to believe totally that we never went to the moon. Because there was a documentary that came on Fox. Yes, trust me.
No,
Fox,
I didn't Google you hard enough before I came on.
In the 1990s, they got me hook, line, and sinker. And for years, I believed that we didn't go to the moon.
What changed you?
Mostly talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So one sad part about this is that it's not serviceable. We have no access to that point in space 1 million miles from the moon. We haven't left low Earth orbit since 1972.
Mostly talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, but also critical thinking.
Also,
You know, and he's the guy that the conspiracy theorists, when they get the most crazy, when they really want to dive into who did it, they think it was all Kubrick. That Kubrick literally filmed the fake moon landing, uploaded it to the American TV satellites.
If anyone could do it, it'd be him. He'd be the guy I would get to do it.
Can you imagine if that was...
It's about a movie I made that nobody is aware of, even though they've seen it.
Okay.
Intriguing? Do I have you intrigued?
Well, I mean, see if I understand what you said. It's about a movie you made, no one knows you made. Is that what you said?
That's right. It's a production.
Like, some of you put, like, you didn't put your name on it? Like, at the end, you put, like, a fake name?
Oh, no, I made it.
Like Alan Smithy, like that?
That's right. No, I didn't. There was no name put on it.
Why? Why would there be no credits? What do you mean?
Because there are some things that you just can't put your name on.
Okay. What?
I perpetrated a huge fraud, which I am now about to detail.
Okay.
Involving the United States government and NASA.
All right.
And I'm sure you've heard the rumors.
The moon landing?
That's right. That the moon landing was fake. The moon landings all were fake. And I was the person who filmed it.
You're serious? Okay.
I am serious. I'm dead serious.
Because I only have this certain amount of time with you, and I'll talk about whatever you want. You know, this isn't some type of joke or film within a film thing.
Not a joke.
Now he's like, yeah, I talked to Neil deGrasse Tyson and he just knows everything. So it's like, yeah, we went to the moon.
The moon doesn't turn. Do you know that?
What do you mean it doesn't turn?
The moon doesn't turn. We turn. The moon is locked into our orbit, and we see the same side of the moon always. Here's the palm of my hand, right? Yeah. Okay, now imagine this is the Earth.
Yeah.
Imagine the Earth is spinning.
Okay.
And the palm of my hand follows the Earth as it spins, but you only see this palm of my hand. You don't see my knuckles. You don't see the back of my hand.
Okay, Zoe, favorite.
What is your favorite thing about space?
Going there. Going there.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
The moon landing one's my favorite.
Really?
I got balls deep in that for years. I was completely
So you
convinced.
think they did not go to the moon?
No, I don't think that anymore.
Okay.
But you know what I think now? I do think that it is one of the more fascinating conspiracies that between 1969 and 1972, they had seven attempts, 6 of them successful. Well, they went to the Apollo 13 was the one that they didn't apparently make it, and they had to come back. But that was the only time in history that a human being has been more than 400 miles above the Earth's surface. All the space station missions, all the space shuttle missions, all that stuff is
within orbit.
Yeah, it's low. It's all very low. They went 260,000 miles out and back into deep space, but they had never even flown a chicken out there and see if it comes back alive. Like, we really didn't.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I'm not into the space travel one. So
I mean, they did a couple of flybys, like they went around the moon, you know, early before they landed on the moon.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, without unmanned drones like what we have on Mars and things like that, we've never really sent a living thing out through the magnetosphere, through the Van Allen radiation belts, into deep space. Have it, you know, I mean, there's all these possibilities of solar flares and anything that would have killed them instantly. And they just did that. And then we haven't been able to do that since 1972.
That moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it.
hippity hopping over hill and dale. Da 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 da.
So either he's grifting, shilling, or selling out. Either way, he's compromised. He's not voicing his honest opinions anymore.
You used to be a dream come true. This whole job used to be a dream come true. Now, it is a bad dream come true.
I cannot believe that this is my fucking life.
I believe that.
In college, and then when he was a dentist.
I believe that. I believe that they will take all sorts of liberties in gray areas when it comes to scientific research. I definitely believe that.
Did you ever see Trinity and Beyond with William Shatner? I know you know.
But let's start slow because you go over so many different things.
Hydrogen bombs trying to ignite the atmosphere in the 1960s.
Oh, no, I know they
did. The U.S. Air Force tried to destroy the atmosphere in 1968.
Yes. Operation Starfish Prime. They actually detonated a nuclear bomb.
It's psychotic.
They detonated a nuclear bomb in the upper ionosphere.
Trying to blow up the radiation bomb.
Yes, they've done a lot of goofy shit.
But see, that's the thing. That's why I got mad at you, and I love you, and you're a smart guy and everything. Is I know you know.
Listen, you got mad at me because we didn't communicate.
You know all this stuff I know. You're even better at saying it. And then you sit there because you can't handle it, and you sit there and you dole it out.
It's not that I can't handle it. There's two factors. One, I don't have any time. I don't have enough time to go into it as much as you do.
You asked why I flipped out and got mad at you? That's it right there. Every time I bring up a fucking subject, you know all about it.
I don't know all about this.
You fucking know all about this shit.
I don't know all about
bullshit.
This.
You're a smart guy.
Listen, I don't know about this
Joe's just dumb. Joe just is a pot. Bullshit. You know exactly what you're. I don't think you're a bad guy. You're trying to survive for you and your family and do good.
Okay, but
my family, your family, none of us are gonna make it. There's a post-human era coming. The breakaway civilization. The deal's been made. It's not. Okay. It's not in the third dimension. They've made frickin' deals with interdimensional aliens. And notice the media never attacks you for that because that's the truth.
Maybe this is true. I do not know this. And
we'll get into it.
Well, you don't have to say names.
No, Joe, here's the thing.
Is it the
obviously
okay, maybe you want to say the government because it paints a broad brush.
I'll tell you. No, you're right. It's dumb to say the government, and the big question is who runs things. That's a smart question.
That's the thing is they. When everybody says they don't want you to know.
But actually, what we have to confront is a deep, systemic, and structural restructuring of our world. And this will take some time. And the world will look differently after we have gone through this transition process.
And I really don't like fence sitters, especially milk toast. People think milk toast is like milk and toast. It's not. It's with a Q. So the next time I see someone in the comments spelling out milk toast as if it's milk space toast, I'm going to make fun of you. I will. But my point is, I hate fence sitters. Pick a side. Have some fucking spine. Where's your backbone? Where are your balls? Take them out of your girlfriend's purse. You need that shit.
I look for my kind. I don't give a fuck about my people, black people, nigga, just cause we black. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. Nigga can be a white boy, nigga. And you can be a hoe-ass nigga, and that white boy can be a thoroughbred. Nigga, I'll ride down with that white boy before I ride with a hoe-ass nigga.
Stand up for something. Jesus Christ. Be decisive. Know where you stand in this world.
To establish true self-confidence, we must concentrate on our successes and forget about the failures and the negatives in our lives.
How can you blame the white man for not teaching you? He ain't supposed to teach you. Black folks is supposed to teach you. You're really supposed to be homeschooled. Don't nobody love or value your education enough to homeschool you. They love you to death, but they don't value education enough to homeschool you. And plus, it's a comfort. It's an inconvenience. It's a sacrifice that a parent has to make to wake up every day and homeschool and teach their own kids to where it's a benefit of their educational system. Most parents will throw the towel in. School is really a daycare system for parents. That's why they say, oh, I can't wait for y'all to go back to school. Oh, I can't wait for y'all, because it's really a daycare system. So I'm saying if black people think white folks so bad, why are you not educating your own kids?
They didn't teach us what
We were supposed to learn.
They're not supposed to. They're supposed to keep you dumb like your mama and them dumb because your parents are supposed to teach you. Indoctrination starts in the classroom, and everybody know that. Everybody know when your black parents dress you up with them pretty clothes, them Michael Jordan tennis shoes at the first of the school year and send you off to school, you are going to be miseducated. The miseducation of the Negro by Carter. That's what I'm saying. So we've already been told that this school system miseducated us. Why aren't your parents preparing you for school? Because when my child, before they got even to the world, I was reading to the belly. When that baby was in the room, boy, I was reading to Miho in the belly. So I noticed when he came out, nigga, he was way advanced than other kids. Nigga, I was reading to him when he was in the belly. He was hearing music in the belly. I was already cultivating the kid in the belly, the womb of the woman. So I wasn't gonna rely on the school system. So when he got to school, he wasn't interested in school at all. And I told him, listen, son, school is just a white man game and it's ran good. Learn how to socialize. I don't care about an F. I don't care about a D. Don't, cause your citizenship, your behavior means everything to me at school, nigga. Everything. I taught my son into dropping out, nigga, in the 7th grade. Life taught him he needed to get back in school. I told him, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with being a dumb mechanic. Do you know how to read, write, add, and subtract? That's all your ancestors knew how to do. Fuck school. But you end up graduating. He didn't learn shit at school. The nigga, he was taught at home. When he got in trouble, I gave him books to read. When he got in trouble, I gave him books that I wanted him to read and write me a report, nigga. See, at first, when he was in pre-K and kindergarten, I started out real disciplined, real hard for making behavior, wrong choices. I didn't give a fuck about that white boy education. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that white boy testing methods and what his grades say. No, man. All I care about is how you behave, nigga. Because your behavior is a reflection of you, not that white boy book system. You go forget everything he teaching you. Why you let him go from pre-K to the 12th grade, getting that white boy food school? You already know, nigga, it's already been proven that the food that they serve in public school, if not at the same level of prison and jail food, and just right above dog food.
Everybody's just too, I wanna please everyone. I don't want to make anyone triggered. I don't want to offend anyone. It's like, fuck those people. Fuck everybody. I mean, seriously, think about this. Sure, we're all empathetic towards humanity, right? We know when disaster strikes, natural, war, whatever, we feel sadness for, the loss of human life. But besides having empathy, unless you know somebody, you don't give a fuck if they die. It sucks, I know, but it's true. Unless you know that person who died, you just don't care. You can't care. If you cared about all the tragedy and all the mayhem and misery in the world, you would just be a fucking miserable person. And it's like, you as a human being, people are like, oh, that's too cliche. It's not that easy. It is this easy. All you have to do is, instead of seeing everything and every moment and every obstacle as a negative, instead of treating everything with nihilistic disdain, nothing fucking matters. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You just got to change the way you think. You got to rewire your brain. It's not easy, but that's exactly how you do it. You just change your train of thought. Start thinking positively, and you'll have a positive life. That's just how it works. And I'm saying this as someone who is chronically depressed. But that's how I work through my depression without meds or SSRIs or any of that shit.
It all begins with how we choose to think. As you think, so shall you be. When you keep your attention on what you don't want is what will keep manifesting into your life. The currency for attracting what we want into our lives is our thoughts. As you think, so shall you be. And once you know that what you think about is what expands, you start getting real careful about what you think about.
Drugs. Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
One more thing, Eugene, give me that. If I ever find one of these lying around again, I swear to fucking God, I will stop being so polite. Get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish.
I just take a step back, take a breath, close my eyes, think about what's important, what's worth getting upset over, and letting it go and moving on. It's like negative emotions are like fucking clouds. They come, it rains, they go. It's never permanent, but people love to live in this permanent pity, this never-ending hole of self-pity and regret and insecurities and anxieties and stress and all that shit, you know? Anyways, I was going to tell you guys a Nazi joke.
They wanna see the real me, let me take off the mask. First things first, I got shit I need to say. This a work trip, this is not a vacay. Chit chats with the bank.
I had a change of heart because one, Nazi jokes are never funny. You know, and two, talking about Nazis and Jews is like way out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone. Is it so colorful? Well, speaking of, and on the topic of Jews, if a Jew, like a practicing, like a Hasidic Jew, right? If a Hasidic Jew was starving in the woods, whoever they worship gave them a ham, a free ham, would they eat it, or would they think it's a test of the devil and they would just starve and die? It's a bit of a dilemma, but I have questions that need answers. Okay, if a Jew is starving in the woods, would he eat pork to survive? You know what, never mind. It's a stupid question. Because hypothetically, it doesn't even make sense, because Jews are rich, connected, and powerful, so they would never go hungry. They would never be in a situation. No, Jews stick together. Yeah, you never see a starving Jew after the Holocaust, trust me. Every Jew is well fed. I don't know. I just made that up. There could be starving Jews. Could be. But probably not. It's probably like a conspiracy. They're like pretending to be homeless, like in John Wick, how like all the assassins are like homeless people. Yeah, they're rich, man. They're all rich. They're just playing the part.
Your whole understanding of reality, all of our understandings of reality, comes through the media. You have no way of knowing what's happening in the world except through the media.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias. And agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Dude, Jews control Hollywood. And that's not even up for debate. Jews control the fucking world. Shut the fuck up, Tina. Stop. All you're doing is talk. All the talking is distracting me, and I can't keep my concentration. Camp, you see, I'm trying to read Stalin. This is the best chapter. It's where he teaches you how to gas Jews. The bad ones, the ones that aren't human beings. They're like a separate species. They're called the Jewy Jew. Look, if you're Jewish, I wouldn't blame you if you unsubscribed.
You shut up!
Shit, come to think of it, I wouldn't even be mad at you. Go ahead, unsubscribe. You have my blessing.
What you doing there, Bill? Satellite dish trouble?
No, I'm just up here to kill myself.
But if you liked this video, and you are not subscribed, I curse you and your whole fucking family. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I'm only going to say this once, but the curse will be activated if you're not subscribed and you like the video. Someone that you love and hold dear will die within 6 minutes. It's a very quick turnaround. We don't fuck around at Darth News. Yeah, our curses are quick and immediate.
Okay, this is my Stevie Nicks impression. Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom.
Well, who am I to keep you down? I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Why do you have a camera?
Because I wanted to get this on film.
I'm not going to talk to you if you have a camera.
I just got the credit card statement in the mail.
So?
How did you spend $380 on iTunes?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, Tina, but I think the point is, whether you love him or hate him, Hitler certainly killed a lot of Jews. And blacks. And browns, and non-binaries, and trans. Definitely got rid of all the trans. The gays, of course, the gays.
Yeah, he killed them too.
Jesus Christ, I got a scatter gun pointed right at you.
But his specialty. I think I'm going to move on. I think this has gone on. If you want to know why I'm acting so fucking weird, that's why. You know, if I had to guess, I'd say the one good thing about being a pedophile would be your dick is always going to look bigger in dick pics.
Whoa, wow. I don't want to die on this planet, dude.
Really?
I don't want to, like, for real. I don't want to die on this planet.
Damn, that is a very rich thing to say, I feel like, honestly.
Yeah. Your dick's going to, until, you know, he grows up. Which is why pedophiles should just, you know, date little Asian boys. Little lady boys. I think that might be the answer. More lady boys. I think you can go to Thailand and fuck them at 16, right? Yeah, get all the pedophiles to Thailand so they can fuck all the 16-year-old lady boys. I don't know if that's accurate. You might have to be 18. But there are a lot of lady boys, and I know they'll fuck you for like a nickel.
What are you doing here?
So, if you like tight booty holes, there's no need to prey on children. There are ladyboys lining up, spreading those cheeks, waiting for you. So go get it. Leave the kids alone. Or one day, you know, you might rape the wrong kid, and he's going to follow you your whole life in the shadows until you're in an elderly home, and he's going to apply at the elderly home, and he's going to be your caretaker, and he's going to rape you every day like clockwork.
Don't tell people your plans. Show them your results. If you work, it will work. Keep working hard. You got this. Impossible is for the unwilling. We can do anything we want to if we stick to it long enough. Oh yeah! And whoa, hey, wow!
Like you're in prison. Yeah, have you seen Happy Gilmore? Remember Ben Stiller's character? Yeah, that's what I'm visualizing. Just an evil...
Oh, pardon me, but it's nap time.
Alright, Matt, that sounds nice.
Hey, buddy. I want you to do me a favor. You see that lady? She's very important to me, okay? Have a nice afternoon.
Sir, could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
Oh, dear.
I got good news. We're extending arts and crafts time by 4 hours today.
My fingers hurt.
What's that?
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
Does anybody know the opposite of Christopher Walken?
Mary had a little lamb, a little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, yeah.
Christopher can't walk. I'm joking. Christopher Reeves.
There is no God. No one created the universe. There is probably no heaven, and no afterlife either.
I'm joking.
Well, let's push off, shall we?
I'm terribly sorry about all the damage, sir. Oh, I've been working out.
Did I butcher that? I probably butchered the joke. There was a joke in there somewhere. It's okay. This is just practice. For nothing. I will never take these on tour. This is my tour. You know, I'm old enough to remember when Princess Diana died, she was everywhere, man. She was fucking everywhere. On the radio, on the dash, on the windshield. Yeah, she was fucking... There was like nothing left. I think that was the point. They wanted there to be no autopsy.
And my personal philosophy is kill or be killed.
It had to be as... What, too soon? Shut the fuck up. Did you guys hear about the story? A kid who was camping with his parents, hiking, and both of his parents fell off the cliff. And he stood, the little kid who's like 6 or 7, stood there crying for his parents to come back up the hill. And, you know, he didn't know this, but they were dead. And there was a stalker that came up to the little kid. He was stalking the family the whole way. And this was just dumb luck that the parents fell. That had nothing to do with this creepy guy. But the creepy guy approaches the kid, and the kid asks him if he could help him find his parents. He just goes, "Son, today's about to be the worst day of your life."
The worst day of your life.
And he unzips his pants. And the rest is up to your imagination. No. He pulled out some candy and gave him some candy to cheer. He would have cheer him up. Yeah, so the kid ate the candy. You know, he fell asleep real quick. And, you know, never heard of again. Yeah. You know how big the Grand Canyon is? The Grand Canyon is fucking huge. So I guess the moral of the story would be, don't go hiking with your kid and fall off a cliff. Especially when a pedophile is tailing you. That's it. Alright, why did Princess Diana cross the road? This is an easy one. Come on, I knew this joke in 3rd grade. Why did Princess Diana cross the road? Yes, I have an obsession with Princess Diana. Fuck off. Why did she cross the road? If you guess because she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, you're correct. A rabbi, Jeffrey Epstein, and the Pope are all on board the Titanic. The Titanic starts to sink. The rabbi goes, "Hurry, help save all the kids." Jeffrey goes, "Are you fucking nuts?"
No, let's fuck all the kids.
The Pope goes, "Are you guys both insane?" Jeffrey, do you think we have enough time? This might sound crazy and unbelievable, but I'm not really a fan of racist jokes anymore.
Is that the only thing you came here for?
Yeah.
You know, like some are okay. There's some lighthearted ones, like what's yellow and black and makes you laugh? A bus full of black kids going off a cliff.
We've all been there, right? Your YouTube channel isn't getting any views.
But, you know, there's some that are a bit more offensive, and I take them kind of to heart, you know? I'm not black, but, you know, growing up, my best friend was black. Like, full black. Not like a Drake. He was like black, like Detroit black. So, you know, we hung out. You know, he was really good at climbing trees, swinging around the monkey bars. He was my only friend, man. He was the only friend in the whole world. The only one that ever wanted to hang out with me. I mean, we hung out every single day. Right? Up until, I think I was like 11 or 10. You know, we're outside climbing trees, and my dad yelled at him and called him a monkey and said, "Get down from the trees, you monkey." And my dad sold him to the farmers 3 miles down the road. I didn't realize he was a slave, but I guess it makes sense now. You know, did my laundry, cooked me food, packed my lunch, mowed the yard, did the dishes, fed the dogs. Yeah, he was like a little indentured servant. Moral of the story is, if you have a best friend and he's black, you better ask him if he's a slave.
I mean, come on. I know you.
Because the shackles are now metaphysical. The chains are metaphysical. They used to be metal. Dude, like these people at the top, they're pulling these little emotional strings, right? They're fucking the puppet masters, and they're making you feel these
First, they're sour.
emotions. They're artificial. They're manufactured. They're manufacturing outrage. No clue what the point of this video is, but you know,
die.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. Your friends up there on the Sanctuary Moon are walking into a trap, as is your rebel fleet. It was I who allowed the Alliance to know the location of the shield generator. It is quite safe from your pitiful little band. An entire legion of my best troops awaits them. Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
so now this might come off a bit controversial.
What? Good. Good.
But I think I figured out a sensible way to end crime in urban areas and run down inner cities. No, I'm trying to give you guys a solution. Instead of complaining all the time about crime, I'm just complaining. That's all I do is complain. I have some solutions. Now, the first solution would be to, hear me out, we mandate, like by law, that blacks can only reproduce with Mexicans. I think what would happen is we'd have all these people who are just too lazy to steal. Maybe not, I don't know.
I'm going to get into modeling. That's the main thing. A bit of choreography. Travel the world, catwalk stuff, hang out with famous people.
I mean, black Asians are either good at golf or stealing a car and then having no idea how to drive it. It's one or the other. Can't be both.
Today I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day.
Yeah, I know. I'm a sick person. Does anybody know what would happen if you put a baby into a lockbox with a bunch of razors and nails and knives and then kick that baby in the box down like a flight of stairs? Do you know what would happen? No, the baby would die. And I don't know why you would want to think about something as fucked up as that. Like, why would anybody want to think about that? Why are you thinking about dead babies? That's so fucked up. Why would anybody want to think of that? Why are you thinking about dead babies? Why are you picturing you kicking a baby down the stairs in a box with sharp objects? Why are you thinking that? Stop thinking that. Stop thinking about dead babies and start thinking about fucking babies. You know, it's better to fuck a baby than to kill a baby. You're killing someone. Unless the baby was born like 6 hours ago and you're in New York City, then you can kill the baby and it won't be murder. So that's food for thought, right? If you really want to know what it's like to sacrifice an infant, you could just have your own baby and then sacrifice it as soon as it comes out. Boop. Abortion up until birth, baby. Progressive.
2 hours later.
Not to stay on the topic of dead babies, but if you were to do that, you know, put a baby into a box and kick it down the stairs, you'd probably go to jail for murder, which is so strange when you think about it, because that's kind of what abortion is. That's what abortion. It's abortion, right? This is just a different method of abortion. See, like, where's the cutoff?
I eat babies. I eat them every night. I eat them with barbecue sauce. And I flew to the moon last night with a witch.
Wait, what?
And I took DMT with Easter bunnies. Now that's an example of being crazy. I mean, this is art. And I'm not saying what I do politically is art, but everything is an art form.
I actually used to wear a suit and tie every single day, 7 days a week, for like 8 years. 6 days a week. I had like 1 day off. But I wore a suit and tie every fucking day. And every morning that I was tying my tie, I was just thinking, like, this is literally the symbol. This is a noose. It's a noose around your neck. That's what this symbolizes, that you are a slave to the system. That you're a dead man walking. Now, yes, you can look handsome in a suit or a tux, but it's for the event, for the special events, you know, not to go to work. Fuck that. I don't want to be reminded that I'm, you know, 2 angry customers away from going to the bathroom and using my tie to hang myself. Yeah, well, there's like a bar over the bathroom stall, so I might have to lift my legs up, and I'll figure it out.
Your mind and emotions impacts your reality. In order for you to change your life, you need to change the subconscious programming of your mind and emotions. There is no way around it.
Because I don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I don't fuck with nobody, like at all, nobody. So it's very simple. I stay at my house and it's just me, my homies, my fiance, my little puppy I just got, and I don't fuck with nobody. I don't go anywhere. I don't go to parties. I barely go outside, like literally. I really don't go outside that much just because I don't fuck with nobody. I know that seems a little weird, but I refuse to allow any sort of cancer in my life.
You know, a lot of people are like, oh, Satanism isn't that bad. It's like, if you accept all religions and people to freely express themselves, what's your problem with Luciferianism? It's because, well, because it stands for the opposite of God, of what's godly. I mean, there's a reason why these Satanists go after children. It's because children are the purest, most innocent, and closest thing to God. They are essentially sinless. They have not grown to know sin yet, so while they're still pure, they use them and sacrifice them and kidnap them and traffic them, and it's awful. I know not all Luciferianism or Satanists or whatever, kill kids or abuse children, but I don't know where I'm going with this.
I hate your stinking guts. I can smell you from 1,000 miles away, and you smell like failure. You smell like hell. And I want to thank the God of the universe that I'm not with these people. I get tears in my eyes to God, but I'm thankful every day that I don't come from filth like you that want to trample on humanity. Thank God I'm not a degenerate, filthy vampire like you. And I guess in the final equation, as upset as I get watching you hurt the innocent, that's what matters, is that you'll never defeat the human spirit. You'll never defeat God. You'll never win. Never, never, ever, never. The spirit of humanity is rising, and it is going to defeat you.
We're talking about sacrificing kids, Jews, Nazis, blacks, retards.
But what laws are we breaking exactly?
You're a boy in a man's world. And I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
Everything I've said has been in a very random, nonsensical order. Nothing on this channel makes sense until it does. And by the way, with my compilations, many of you are like, I don't get why that came right after that. It's like, are you trying to connect these like one after another, like have it be one cohesive story? But everything I post has meaning. It might seem like it doesn't make any sense to you, but I understand it. And most of them are little inside jokes to myself, but...
Get mad. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. The depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. You've got to get mad. Yeah! You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
This is America!
You gotta say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged.
Yeah, if you're ever like, why is this shit so random? Why are your compilations and those edits so fucking random?
What's good, bitches? It's your boy Sleepy Joe, and I'm here to speak some fucking facts. You know what I'm tired of? These troglodyte pansy-ass fucking spell spammers in Elden Ring PvP.
Shut up! Say Christ is Lord.
I'm just trying to use my Jesus wheel, and these fucking bottom feeder ass loser piss boys be launching nukes at my ass from 3 football stadiums away.
Say Christ is Lord! Say it!
How the powerful protected Jeffrey Epstein.
They had enough evidence to lock him up for decades, and yet they essentially let him go.
And Ghislaine.
Yeah, if you're ever like, why is this shit so fucking random? It's not. I mean, it seems like it is, but it's organized. It's organized chaos, like Antifa and BLM.
Sir, don't do that. Sir.
So sing a song of laughter.
Yeah, well, I don't want to feel good. I want to feel bad.
Diktaten, wirken wir nicht weg. Wir mögen ein Diktat konstruieren.
You're both equally mercurial, overly sensitive, clingy, hysterical bird brain homunculi. And I honestly can't even tell the two of you apart half the time because I don't go by height or age. I go by amount of pain in my ass, which makes you both identical.
I get up at 7 a.m. hungover in a suite at the Willard Hotel. I've been doing interviews the whole night before. We order breakfast, we drink coffee, I have sex with my wife, and I say, I got a hangover. Let's order a bottle of whiskey.
Pack your things.
I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. Not one. I don't give one fuck. Not even a half a fuck. Even the day it happened, I was like, so? You know how many people died today? From police or from a gun or from murder? Bro, he was sacrificed on the woke altar to push an agenda, to push a narrative, to use BLM to launder and steal money. Bro, the conspiracy part of me is like, that shit was set up. They set his ass up and they killed him. And they did it the way they did it so it would go viral. But maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm a crackpot. I'm just a crackpot.
What are the states where Sam can't go? Arizona, Utah, and Ohio.
Oh my!
There's 3 more states where Sam can't be. Texas, New Hampshire, and Tennessee.
I'm also not welcome in Europe.
I'm a crackpot. I'm just a crackpot. Or am I? Look somewhere else. Don't look at me. Just look over there.
I call myself a dope fiend because I'm a dope fiend. To call yourself an alcoholic or a drug addict is a badge of honor.
Why are you saying this? I don't need you to tell me lies. I know it seems strange. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I don't know why everyone is so rude. I don't know why you are. I don't want anything from you. Maybe a little bit of warmth. Maybe a hug, Dad. How about just a little bit of fucking decency? What is it with you people? You say that stuff to my mother?
She's crazy. You think this is funny?
Dad, it's me.
I'm trying to think of what to say. I got nothing, and I think that just means it's time to end the video. Rightfully so. I'm sure you're sick of me. Anyways, demonetized, so if you want to support the content, you can go to my CashApp, merch store, Patreon, or whatever you want. The link's below. You can go check out my Instagram. I post a lot of behind-the-scenes shit. I post a lot of photos of my ridiculously long hair, you know. And, you know, there's also some edits that I post specifically to Instagram. That, you know, they're little compilations just for Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, that would be pretty cool. So, yeah. Until we meet again, don't forget to pull out, you fucking cunts. And until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. All right, you bloody cunts. Ugh, that just sounds like a period. Ew, bloody cunts. Nope. Get that out of my head. All right, you fucking buggers, you stupid ninnies. Let's do this, right? So, what was I saying? Right. Until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. That's POOL. And as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, and stay Darth. Yes, all right. One more question for the audience before I take off.
Dr. Brown, I brought this note back to the future and now it's a race.
Of course it's a race.
But what does that mean?
It means your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it. So make it a good one. Both of you.
We trapping no motherfucking B-roll. I was just praying in the window. Niggas in love when they flip. Niggas in love when they flip. I'm on that shit on that level. Why you be talking like hoes? Why you be doing the most?
Has anybody ever, masturbated while watching the show? You know how to stroke that dick while you watch me? Looks juicy. But if you bring that shit near me, I'm gonna cut it off. Unless that's what you want. If you're one of those females that want to chop off your dick, then I won't. Oh yes, and as always, thank you so much for wasting your time with me. Because that's all we have on this earth is time, and most of it is wasted. So at least you're doing it with me. So don't feel so bad that you wasted an hour of your life watching this video. Hopefully it gives you purpose. I get why I lose subscribers. I see it now. I get, makes sense.
You can't transform yourself. You can't make yourself sane. You can't make yourself loving. You can't make yourself unselfish. And yet it's absolutely necessary that we be that way. It's absolutely necessary. If we are going to hand over the direction of nature to nature, which is what it comes to, it's absolutely necessary that we let go of ourselves, and it can't be done. Not by anything that we call doing it, acting, willing, or even just accepting things. You can't do it. Why? Because you don't really exist as that kind of a separate ego or personality. It's just an idea based on a phony feeling. So when it comes down to it, it's shocking news for us, for the human race, for our pride. You're only making a mess by trying to put things straight. You're trying to straighten out a wiggly world, and no wonder you're in trouble. So you can't do anything. So you can't transform yourself. And what can you do? What happens then if you actually realize you've come to a dead end? And the human race has come to a dead end, in my opinion. What then? Commit suicide?
Great, I was hoping you'd say that. Great, let's kill ourselves. Let's do it.
Or is there something else? What happens when you just wait? There's nothing you can do. You watch. And all you see is what goes on that is happening of itself. You're breathing, the wind is blowing, the trees are waving, your blood is circulating, your nerves are tingling. It's all going on of itself. But you know, that's you. That's the real you. The you that goes on of itself. It's not the symbol. It's not the person. It's you that's happening, as when you breathe. Yes, you can get the feeling that I am breathing by shoving your breath, but your breath goes on day in and day out without your doing anything about it or even thinking of it. The same way your brain is functioning without your forcing it. So when you come to a dead end, and we are individually and socially now in 1971 at a dead end, this is the moment of which it is said man's extremity is God's opportunity. Because we have to stop. And when we stop, we find a world that is happening rather than being done, being shoved. And that happening, as distinct from doing, is our fundamental self. And our fundamental self is not something just inside the skin. It's everything around us with which we connect. When you look out of your eyes, at nature happening out there, you're looking at you. I'm not going to say what we should do from then on, but simply that before we think of doing anything in this critical situation, we realize the completely illusory nature of the beings that we think we are, and get back again to the beings that we really are, which includes all this outside world, no longer left outside.